creating a list report with Atlas. Atlas can report lists of data. It can group, sort and subtotal as per user requirements. My scenario today is to build a functional Atlas presentation targeted at those who manage customer credit. I'm going to create a new Atlas presentation for this, and then I'll start with a list of customers from my Microsoft Dynamics AX ERP solution. As my credit management presentation contains no pages, I must first add a page before I can place content on the page. I shall call this customer list. I'm presented with an empty page. Next is to create the content. I have two ways of adding content to a page. I can bring in a snippet from the snippet library, or I can start from scratch. Provided you have an idea of what you're trying to achieve before you start, building a new report only takes moments. I know I want a list of customers from my Microsoft Dynamics AX ERP solution, so I'm going to do just that. I want to add new content to the page in the ribbon, so I'm going to click on New. I'm going to call this AX Customers, just so when I see this I know exactly where the data has come from. I know I want more than a single value or text in my report. I like many rows and columns, so I'm going to choose a list. I work with several systems, but in this scenario the data I need is in Microsoft Dynamics AX, so I shall select that as the data source. I'm after a customer list, so I'm going to choose customers as the base table for my report. When I select customers, I can see if I have a snippet or two currently available. I do have two already, but I'm going to build a new report regardless. Having chosen customers, I'll go next. Here I need to specify which fields or columns I want in my report. I know I want the customer account. I know I'd like the name of the customer from the global address book. I'd like the currency, customer group, and I'd also like some credit information. I am managing credit after all. So I'm going to search for credit. These columns has been found that reference credit, so I would like the credit limit and credit rating columns. Before I continue, I'm going to do some minor adjustments here. I'd like the rating before the limit, so I'm going to drag that up and down and just set that there. Before I continue, I'd like to do some adjustments. I'd like my column names in uppercase, so I'm just going to double click and enter some new column names. Now that I've done that, I shall click on next. The customer list I'm working with is from a specific company, so I need to filter on my company account. I'm going to set this to be USMF. Next is to insert. That's done. I now have my list report showing customers and their balances. I'm immediately taken to the data inspector, which is how I edit this particular report. More on that later.